welcome to the behind the scenes making of Feeding Frenzy. Made this piece of art a couple years ago, and I'm just now recording the audio voiceover and making this video now. So, yeah, let's get into it. My main goals for this were to use up some scrap art material I had. I was moving, when I was recording this, 2 days. I was moving in 2 days after this. So I really shouldn't have been making art. I had better things to do. But I did not. So I had Noodler's ink here, Noodler's black ink. It gets on something and it just stays there forever. It's horrible to work with, but it's also very good quality. So I'm just painting here one-handed. Something that they don't tell you about making art for the internet is that you're going to be filming one-handed while doing art. So you have to be very talented and just do a lot of stuff one-handed, you know. So I'm adding some purple ink here, kind of to fill in that white space. I like this lammy deep purple lilac. And then I got this mango. Mango. And then I'm just Mod Podging, spraying that to set the ink so it doesn't run when I add some more stuff on top of it. I have some scrap paper that I'm going to add on top of here. And yep, it's holding up good. I didn't know how this fabric glued on this piece of board would hold up, but it's holding up pretty well. And here I'm just gluing some snakes and some teeth x-rays that I had. I think it looks pretty cool. And yeah, I was just trying to use up some art material and try to make it look cool in the process. I had just a bunch of like dollar store like bedazzles and like googly eyes. So I wanted to use those and make it into something cooler than what it was. And I did that. Yeah, I added the blue ink here. It's a bit too dark. I think it looked good, but then when it was all blue, well, you'll see in a second. See, the snake looks good blue because it's a bit lighter. I should have just stuck with that one snake, but then everything just kind of got washed out by that blue. Yeah. But I had more teeth, so I reapplied the teeth on top of the blue teeth. So there's actually 2 sets of teeth under all of this. Then I glued that back because it needed... Yeah, you could barely see them with the other blue under there. But I think it looks good, and I added some Posca around everything to create some gums and kind of create some other like animals out of the other pairs of teeth. Created those like thick pink gums around them. And here I added some more details in this mango ink. Here's just me drawing a little bit, showing off that mango ink. Really love that ink. And a little bit more details on those guys. See, and then I added some googly eyes, and I was picking out a nose. I had a few different nose options. I ended up going with that one, I believe. Yeah, that one suits him. And I was really just capturing a lot of this detail. I didn't know what was going to survive the casting process. I decided somewhere within all of this madness to cast this in concrete. So you'll see my makeshift setup. There's the painting and just a bunch of tinfoil in a cardboard liner. Here's my concrete that I mixed in a mixing bowl like a muffin. And then, yeah, I cast this in concrete a day before I moved. This is a day later. But yeah, a day before I was supposed to move, Cast this in concrete. It worked out pretty well. I lost some of the detail on the bottom of that mouth. But overall, I'm very happy with this, especially because this is the first time I've ever worked with concrete before. Um, and no, I did pretty good. I'm very happy with the results. Um, and let's see here. Here we are uncasting it, taking it out, and see that that's just like a cardboard lid that I had from a box. I'm not using any fancy materials here. We're just making do and casting concrete. Um, I am listening to music throughout all of this. That's why I've removed all the audio. I think it is important to tell everyone that I was listening to the Hex Girls while I uncast this. So I think that's very important just for the witchy vibes of everything. Look at that. I loved how this turned out, especially the back. I didn't think the back was going to be cool, but it turned out really cool. I got some more pictures of that coming up. Ooh, look at that. And here it's kind of drying. Look, I love how the tape. Look at all the wrinkles in it too. Oh, love how it turned out. I'm just happy it turned out into a solid block. I thought it might just have to all be thrown away, but no. Turned out one big solid block, and look at those tape lines. I think they're just beautiful. And there's the front of the piece. Sometime over the past couple years, I also added and glued on the gravel border here. And my thought was kind of like it's kind of like a dog park in hell, and this is like the border, and it's feeding time, and these like hellhound creatures are having a feeding frenzy. So yeah, that's Feeding Frenzy. I hope you guys like it. I do.